This is the most hypocritical generation of all time. This is the generation where they are unwilling to contribute for your medical bill, but they are willingly ready to contribute so that they can buy you the best coffin on the land. This is the generation where they pretend to love you but hate your mom. Honestly, they pretend to love the byproduct but tend to hate the raw material. Seriously. This is the generation whereby a lady with a big nyash earns more respect and has more confidence than a lady with a degree in natural science. That is hypocritical. This is the only generation people are willingly ready to contribute so that they can buy plenty of foods in your burial, but they are unwillingly ready to contribute when you are alive to provide food for you. That is hypothetical. This is the generation whereby a young man with money earns more respect than an elderly who is languishing in poverty. Where did morals go? This is the generation of most hypocritical people. This is the most hypocritical generation of all time since the creation of mankind. Now, today I decided to take a totally different turn because I wish we will assist each other to dissect on issues, matters, hypocrisy. Now, I decided to come up with this topic simply because whether family members, whether relatives, whether the political class, whether our education system, all members across board are totally hypocrites. Now, whether you look into the political class, you can adhere and agree with me that hypocrisy cuts across board. In fact, I don't believe if there's no hypocrite. When we talk about the education system, they tell us there will be 100% transition into the competence-based curriculum. But again, the political class, can't take their kids to those schools. That is one. Two, what they're telling us, there will be 100% transition. When you look at the kind of education that is being offered, oh my God, you'll be shocked. It is totally shocking. And that is why they cannot take their kids to those schools. So by so doing, you find out that these people are just hypocrites. Because always, cheap is always expensive. It is 100% transition, but in real sense, there's nothing you get in return. And by so doing, I ask myself one question. If education is the key, then why are they making it very expensive for we? That was concerning education. When we join or jump into the political class, today, personally, I don't believe in politics. And let me start by saying that I'm not a political analyst. But honestly speaking, I cannot stand somewhere in a gathering to listen to a politician who is standing on a podium. Not necessarily standing, but seated on a podium while I'm standing in the bare sun to listen to someone, waiting to listen at someone who is seated in a shed. That one can never happen in my life. Look at the political class. They keep on telling us that so-and-so is a thief, so-and-so is a thief, so-and-so is a looter. But they're the ones enjoying and having full force of the instruments of power of which they can use to go pin down the so-called thief, but no one has ever done that. They only come in places where they know there are several idlers and start spitting such venom into the idle minds so that the idle minds can buy their thoughts, knowing very well that they are the ones enjoying the instruments of power and they can use them in full force to bring the so-called thieves into book, but no one has ever done that. That was concerning the political class. Another thing, why I say the political class is made up of total hypocrites. I've never had any rally taken to Kileleshwa, Runda, Kitisuru, but instead, most of the rallies are based in the slum areas where they know the areas are full of idlers who have got ample time to go bask the sun for 8 to 6 hours just to listen to them who were seated under shade. That is hypocrisy. That is being hypocritic. If at all these people had the interest of people, of the citizen at heart, then such things will have ended since the colonial era. As I speak, I know of areas where people are currently dying of hunger as I speak. But no any person in the political class has ever offered to donate food to the affected areas, stating that in the areas that are too far from reach. Seriously, fine. If it is food, they're too far from reach. But concerning that we are heading to a general election, they will make sure that ballot boxes and papers will go deep to the remote areas so that they can cover and achieve each and every vote of the minute community in the ground. That is total hypocrisy. They're able to supply ballot papers, but not ready to supply food to the affected areas. That is hypocritical. It is so shocking, but we don't know what to do. Now, hypocrisy is broken down to an extent that our family members have also become hypocrites. Our friends have also become hypocrites. Look at this, for example. Our friends, we all have friends who are ready to undress you before people, but unready or unwilling to address you one-on-one. They are willing to share your issues to some individuals in the absence of your presence, but unwilling to address you concerning the issues. Now, for example, if you have issues to discuss concerning me and you address them to any other individual, if at all I'm at a mistake, then I'm the one. You should tell me so that I can rectify on my mistakes. Don't tell other people who are not going to inform me, so that I'm not an angel to know where I went wrong. So if you have any issue, just face me and address me so that I can rectify. This is the only century where our friends are ready to wine and dine with us, but no one is willing to die with us in case of any problem that arose. So by so saying, that simply shows you that your life lies on your hands. And it is very simple, because personally, I do believe it is very simple to eradicate and weed out all the fake friends in our lives. Because if our friendship is not of a mutual benefit, then why should we be? You rather focus on your life as I focus on mine. I believe it is as simple as that. I'll never force issues in life. I rather have 2 to 3 friends whom our friendship is of mutual benefit than have 1,000 of whom our friendship is symbiotic. It really doesn't make sense. Look at the kind of relatives we currently have. This is the generation that we have in relatives who are the first enemies of your progress. They are the first enemies of your success. They don't want you to achieve your goals. That is being hypocritical. And there's one thing I've always come to learn, that in life, never pray for your enemies to die. Because one thing I've always believed, you'll bury most of your relatives. Why? Simply because hypocrisy is all over us. And I feel time has come for we to weed out all enemies of progress in our lives. Kindly please don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And most importantly, you can drop your comment, because I also need to get some views and comments from you. Thank you, and may God bless you.